Welcome to part 2 of the Elusive Pocket Player series. In part 1, we took a brief look at a popular recording that illustrated the pocket playing concepts as discussed earlier. For those of you that missed it, there's a marriage between the bass line and the kick pattern. Now once again, let me reiterate that it's not always a 100% marriage. In other words, the patterns are not always 100% identical. But in most cases, they are nearly identical and repeated to set up the pocket. Remember, it's the repetition that creates the groove. That's why in pocket playing, it's always important to play a repeatable pattern so that other players can play along with you. In the paid version of the Elusive Pocket Player series, we take a more in-depth look at the phenomenon known as pocket playing by using loops and MIDI files that you can play along with. If you're a drummer, you can play along with the live basses. Of course, that would be me. And vice versa, if you're a bass player, you can play along with the drum loop. In this way, you can learn how to listen to a drummer's kick pattern, or vice versa. You can learn how to match your kick pattern with the bass player's bass line. Now additionally, if you're an arranger or you're able to read music, you get the patterns written out for your respective instruments so that you can learn what pocket looks like on the page. In this next installation, we'll take a look at some more popular recordings that illustrate the concept of pocket playing. Now this next excerpt has an unmistakably huge pocket. Once again, notice the marriage between kick and bass line. Patterns are not completely identical, but almost identical, especially in the second half of the phrase. This creates a huge pocket for the rest of the music to sit on. Once again, notice that the length of the kick drum is equal to the length of the bass notes, and vice versa. Phil Collins did a remake of a hit Supreme song called Can't Hurry Love. Let's take a listen. The kick pattern in this song and the bass line can also be found in Stevie Wonder's Part-Time Lover. This pattern is a popular pattern that has been used in numerous other hits. Walking on Sunshine, Hall & Oates, Man-Eater, as well as many others. Now once again, the kick and bass patterns are pretty much identical. I have seen arrangers try to use other patterns with this bass line, and none of the others are as strong as the marriage of the two. As a matter of fact, listen to the original Supremes version. A slightly different pattern was used. At least in my humble opinion, the versions where the marriage was observed had a stronger groove to it. You tell me what you think.